Is he still a friend of yours? I'd love if you could see if he will share some pictures. I think I have him on my Facebook, but I don't know if he's got any of his pictures on Facebook. I haven't talked to him in years. But he is, as far as I know, he's still on my Facebook. But he did have a website. I don't know what it was, but he did have a website where he was posting his pictures at one point. But I don't remember what it was. Trav had the link. With the kitty, as he says, she was giving little small soft talk and then left. I think links are so beautiful. What do I want to do? Oh, there's home care. Oh, it's Jackie. Love to do wildlife photography, but my back at the moment will not let me. I wish my brother could get into wildlife photography because he's always out in the bush. Like, if he's not hiking, he's mountain climbing. He gets good mountain pics. Okay, more so his buddy does. He's a good bubba. Yeah. My baby. Yeah. Just my baby. I will. Right now she's with home care, so I don't want to interrupt them. But when next I talk to her, I will make sure to say you said hi. I just love how he drapes himself over my shoulder. This boy is my cuddle bug. And I just love how he drapes himself over my shoulder because he is so cute. We should go, Bubba. Welcome back from ads. Do you see how he drapes himself over my shoulder? Imagine all the people living today. Say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you'll join us. The world is one. No hand. Just to know how to get anything done with the a lot of difficulty. The people. Honestly, I don't get much of anything done. If he wants cuddles, I'm usually down for the count, unless like something like this where I'm knitting. But I'm not always lucky enough to have a small, easy project like this. Spinning's a little bit harder. He's not a fan of the sound of the wheel, so he usually would rather me just shut the wheel off. And a lot of arm and shoulder pain. But yeah, lately he's been in a drape phase. I liked when he would lay upside down in my arms, because then I could lean against the desk with him in my arms, or even just laying on the desk in my arms, and he was happy. But lately, this is how he's been wanting to cuddle, so. Must say that I'm a dreamer, and I'm not the only one. Hope someday join us. The world will live as one. He makes a great little pillow. And right now he's got a full belly because he was mowing on cat food. So his belly's even more of a pillow. Yup. Yep. I was definitely chosen with this guy. Yeah, he was supposed to be like this with Mom. But I think part of it was like Mom was in such a depression when she did get him. Like she had just, like about 3 weeks before that, she had lost her senior cat. And she wanted another cat. So I was just going to get her like a senior cat from the shelter. You know, not like too senior, but you know, like an adult cat. One that like was super cuddly and everything like that. But our neighbor sent us a picture of this guy, this cute, adorable kitten, laying on his back in, it looked like someone was holding up a skirt or an apron, and he was in there, and he was just like looking up. He had these beautiful, bright amber eyes and big paws, and my mom was like, oh my gosh, I want him. So we got him, and he was already a floppy kitty when we got him, but Mom was always so worried that he wasn't going to like her or whatever, that she wouldn't really interact with him too much, except to pet him if he came up on her bed. And so I was the one that would walk into the house, and he'd be like, oh, you're the person that generally feeds me. And then I would pick him up and cuddle him, and we sort of bonded. Hi, knitting along here on some Christmas gifts. I wish my cat would cuddle like that so I could still knit. I had to hide my yarn because she will eat. He will if I let him, but he's gotten pretty good. They know they're not allowed to eat the yarn. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to try to get into stuff when I'm not around. Like, so I forgot my office door open the other day, and Vinny has a thing for roving. And so he's, yeah. I mean, I can still use it, it's fine. And it's not like any of my good roving, but yeah, he may or may not have shredded this a little bit. So yes, my cats are definitely not perfect. And I came in, there was balls of yarn all over the floor. They had knocked my knitting bag off of my catch-all, because it is a disaster as it is. But they knocked it off upside down, and everything that was in my knitting bag was everywhere because, of course, I didn't have my knitting bag closed. So. But when he wants to, when Vinny wants to cuddle, he's quite the cuddler. So. Kitty earned his keep today. Took 2 days of hunting and caught a mouse. Nice. I have a mouse in my camper. He's under the kitchen cupboards. But I think he might also be in the wall. Anyways, I put like 3 traps under there because my cat Mystique is not doing her job. But if he's in the wall, then he's probably easily hiding from her. So there's 3 traps with peanut butter in the cupboard. I'm hoping that one of them gets them. 'Tis the season for mice. And I don't know if it's still around or if they got him or what, but Vinny has been searching for a mouse in the bathroom, and she doesn't eat them. Like when Mystique catches a mouse, she plays with it until it's dead and then leaves it there as a present for me, going, look. I usually use traps. I had a little bit of leftover sock yarn balled up as I was weaving in ends, and she ate it in seconds. That's how I found out. And thankfully, she didn't need to go to the vet, but that was scary. Yeah. Yeah. I always make sure that I wind everything up into balls. And try to keep them away from my cats, because that's one of my paranoias, is them does the same as yours, Jen. Yeah. Plays with it until it's dead, and then it's like, okay, fun's over. I don't know if Vinny would eat it. Pickles, maybe. That's why I'm not sure if they've actually caught the mouse or if they're just still smelling signs that a mouse was around. So. But I do know that we hadn't had Vinny long. I think we'd only had him like a couple months, if that. I came in one morning to get Mom up for dialysis, and I walk in, and he's just sitting by the door with this dead mouse in front of him. Just like sitting there like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, you got yourself a mouse? I didn't even know we had one right now. I was like, well, that's a good sign. I like cats that enjoy the hunt. Especially where we live. We get a lot of mice where I live. Hurry back. So my headphones were dying, and I needed to charge them, and I needed to switch the cords for my tablet keyboard, but then tried to plug in my tablet keyboard instead of my headphones. Been there. Been there a few times. So I'm doing a slightly different diamond pattern on these socks. Instead of doing like the full across the foot, I'm just going to do smaller diamonds up the center and see how that looks. Also, since there isn't a redeem for it yet, take your meds free. Ooh, didn't we do that? I don't think we did a redeem. I think we did a command. Exclamation mark meds, I think. Didn't we, Retro? Yes. I'd forgotten about that. We're going to have to start remembering to use that. Now, go take them if you need to, right? Yes, anyone who has meds that needs to take them. Panther wouldn't let me take a photo of him tonight, so I got what I could for you, Jams. It's known to... You're not taking a picture of me. My back is to you. Ugh, stop taking picture of me. Aw, Panther. You wouldn't let Mom take a picture of you? That's okay. You're still cute and adorable. I love that cat. I love that cat, and I haven't even met him. Just seen adorable pictures. And I swear, as soon as I switch to my little needles when I'm doing socks, it's just like, I'm home. So soft. I love this yarn. I wish I could get more of it. I did see someone selling some of their stash of this on Etsy, but they didn't have any more of the gold. And I'm like, oh, but that gold's so beautiful. Why didn't I buy 2 balls of it? But I must have only bought the one. Why? I bought 2 balls of the green, and I must have only bought 1 yellow or gold and 1 purple. Welcome back, Acid. You missed the kitty snuggles. I had an orange kitty flopped over my shoulder for a while. Just being his adorable self. Oh no, Vinny just goes and he flops. Like he just like flops. Like a sloth. Ugh. I love him. Now, Mystique, when she cuddles like that, she's a... And she doesn't stick around long, but she'll sit there and she'll be like, pet me. Now accept the pain. You like the pain. This is what you get if you want to hold me. Okay, I'm done. Release the claws. I'm leaving. Right? Yeah, Pickles, or not Pickles, Mystique will come up and she likes to sit like on my one shoulder. She'll like come up here and she goes up and at first she's really gentle and then she just slowly locked in. Okay, go ahead and pet. Yes. Oh, is it hurting? Too bad. I'm not moving. Okay, I want to go now. I will release the claws. And then she leaves. I get second sock syndrome, so I have to use magic loop on a 32 or 40 cable and finish both socks at the same time. Yeah. I toe up all the way. I hate cuff down. I love my toe up socks. I've not tried the 2 socks at a time thing yet, but I will eventually. I love my little tiny needles, and I do suffer from second sock syndrome as well. But I usually muscle through. I usually take like a day or two break from the sock, do something else, and then I'll come back to it. Depends on the mood that I'm in, but yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing cuff down once in a while, but I absolutely hate doing the, what is it called, the Kitchener stitch or whatever, the one to do the toe. I also like that doing toe up, I know exactly, well, I know exactly now, but like when I first started doing toe up socks, it was nice because I could measure the sock on my foot and I knew when to start my heel. And speaking of heel, usually I do the shadow wrapped short row heel, but I tried doing this diamond heel that I found on a German lady's video, and I fell in love with it, so I tried it out, and I was like, aha, this is really easy. I like it. You just knit in the round. You don't have to do any kind of back and forth. You don't have to pick up anything. You're just doing some increases and then decreases, and you make this really cool diamond on the heel. And so I tried it to her pattern specifications, which was like 30 stitches per needle, was too wide for me because I like a tighter fit sock. So this one is going to be, I'm going to try the diamond heel on this sock, and I'm doing my usual 28 stitches per needle, or yeah. And I'm going to, yeah, I should be able to do the diamond the exact same. It's just instead of 14 stitches on either side, it's just going to be 13 stitches. So. What's faster, knitting or crocheting? Let's say a scarf or sweater. Well, if you were going to say scarf, 100%. Well, crocheting is generally faster. I can crochet a lot faster than I can knit, but I like the drape and the feel